Hello, hello, hello. What we are going to do is building the mobile app. As you know, we will build the KMP mobile app. And before that, I will not test if voice video works normally. Just give me a second. Test, test. Okay, now we can start. All right. Wait. Uh-huh. So, we will build two mobile apps today. That's different from the previous ones. Previous live stream, we built one mobile app. Now we will build two mobile app, and we will use Junie, AI coding agent by JetBrains. Before streaming, I had to test a lot to make sure that the guidelines work as I expected. It's working as I want in my own project. That's why I have a lot of AI prompts that I had to prepare beforehand. And it will be Kotlin Multiplatform and Compose Multiplatform app, both Android and iOS. And after we finish, we will submit those apps to the RevenueCat Shipaton hackathon. And let's get started. And before that, I'll use my own boilerplate, KAppMaker. And the reason for that, even we use AI agent, if you give the AI agent nice structure, nice like the boilerplate, how we define the architecture, how we define some classes, and it will work better because it knows how to. If something works, for example, if authentication payments works, there is no need to write it with the AI. That's why I will use my own boilerplate, KAppMaker. And we have two options to choose when writing these applications. One will be bottom to top approach, which is like uh, before starting the project, I'll define my domain objects, data layer, how the data will be go to the UI. So we will not care about the UI, only the logic part and the data handling part, and that's all. And another approach that we could take is top to bottom approach, where we will prepare the UI first, UI animations, all that good things. That's more user oriented. That's more like the user facing part. And for the data part, we will just put some placeholder values, placeholder random data. And for this project, actually for these two projects, uh, yeah, I'll do this project in parallel because while the agent thinks some coding, some like the like this until he finish its job, I will start another project. So meanwhile, we will go with the two projects. In one project, I will go from top to bottom approach. In another one, I will go bottom to top approach. And let's get started. First, we need to download the boilerplate. I already have the, let me just download with the zip. Okay. And let's open it Android Studio, but let me briefly give the what the app will be about. The first app will be architecture job search platform. Basically, job search platform, like there are a lot of job search platforms for the IT people, and but there is nothing special about the architects. So that's why I thought something for the architects would be good. Last year, 1 year ago, I bought this this domain, rg.com. So it's just some basic website, usual job search platform, and it has it will have some jobs and specifically for the architects. But what will be special about this mobile app will be the mobile app will be more like, because the architects are more like the creative people, they like to create, and it will be also the creative app. So the app searching the job will be more like in swiping style, like a Tinder. I could show the Figma file, for example. It will be something like that. So basically, there is like the job. If you like the job, you will swipe right, left. If you don't like, you will just swipe left. So this is like the concept of this search platform, but specifically for the architects. This is the one app. And the second app that I will also do in this live stream is targeting the mobile developers. Basically, you've seen, for example, in the TikToks, there are some videos that some AI influencer or real influencer, it doesn't matter, like the 5 seconds of the video is shown. Then after that, there's like the demo of the mobile app, right? It's basically a hook video that's shown before showing the app demo itself. And I made the website for that 3-4 months ago. It's also live. So basically something like that, like there's some AI influencers. This 5 seconds videos was the AI influencers. Then after that, we have our application demo, basically to increase our app marketing organically in the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, that kind of thing. And I will build app for that. There's no mobile app for that. That's why I will build it. And okay, for architecture app, I will use top to bottom, bottom to top approach, meaning I will handle the data layer only because I kind of have UI part, so I can replicate this Figma file. But for this Clip UGC app, I will for Clip UGC app, I will work on bottom top to bottom. So basically, I will handle the UI part, then I will go to the data part. What language? I will work with a Kotlin and Compose Multiplatform. So it will be native app for both Android and iOS. And let's get started. And let's download the project, boilerplate. Yes, and let's open it. Just copy it to my project. This app will be ArcG. File app. And you will see it already has some authentication, in-app purchase, notification, and so we can skip all of that and we will only work the real, like the features that's needed specifically for this app. So we don't lose any time and we can build like the multiple apps at the same time. G mobile app. While it loads the project, I will open the second project. And as I said, we will work on in 2 parallel projects at the same time. So this project will be Clip UGC. New window. Can I make it separate window? I guess yes, but okay, nice. But I wanna make it. Let's see. Let's start from the ArcG app, Architecture Job Search Platform app. Before starting the everything, the documents are important. What I mean the documents is we have to specify what features we want to develop, how will flow go on, what kind of the UI thing we will use. So where was it? Okay, that's why I prepared some prompts that I can share with you. Here in Junie, it's prompts. First, we will specify the project document. We will go to the ChatGPT and copy paste this prompt. Basically, what this prompt does is product. It's like it acts as a product manager, and giving the short idea, short raw idea, it will generate more detailed document. And let's say what's our idea. App idea. We can copy it. Architecture dream job, blah blah blah. Architecture, connecting times, discover job, top jobs for architects, interior urban planners, admin, and architects job search platform, more like in Tinder style, where users have to swipe jobs if they like it. It's our raw app idea, and based on that, it will generate a document for us. And let's generate in empty text format. It didn't generate in empty text format, but let's say give in empty text format. Okay, now it's markdown format. So what's the goal? Our goal connecting the architects, interior design, structure opportunities, target audience, professionals in architecture, interior design. Basically, yes, that's kind of what I want. Active on mobile devices, prefer key, core features, swipeable job discovery. All right. Need to feel browse and shortly job opportunities. Keyword scope and job title. User profile, portfolio. Not sure about that. At least for the MVP, I'm not sure. Job matching algorithm based on user skills, experience, and preference. That's more like advanced, I guess, but we will see. Track applications, company profile, job posting, notification, monetization. Free limited daily swipes. Okay, good. Premium subscription, unlimited swipes, advanced filters. Okay. Competitors are connect. Unique selling points. Swipe-based job discovery, design focused user profiles, mobile first. Technical notes. Okay, we don't care about technical for now. Okay, let's copy it. And we will, after the copying it, let's open the ArcG. First, I have to specify our project name and project ID. I will just follow the documentation for that. Documentation of the KAppMaker, I mean. So we clone the app. Let's open Android Studio, go to local properties, paste. Then let's change our app name. We will go to refactor package, and app name will be ArcG. ArcG. Let me open it again. But inside and available, why it says it like that? For some reason, I'm not sure why. After I update Android Studio, each time I see it generating Xcode files randomly, like it happens randomly. Not sure if it happens with you as well or no. File not found. Let's sync the Gradle. Commissify arcg and arcg. Okay. After we change it, we can refactor our app name. Nice. Now we have app name updated. And I will actually start this application so you see what we have currently. And I haven't added anything yet, just initial version of the project when you download the boilerplate itself. Okay. Just 1 second. Just bear with me until I configure the initial steps. Once we start it, it will be more fun, I hope. Without music, it's kind of hard to work for me. I used to listen technos while I code. For now, I will not put music, but maybe after a minute. Okay, so when we start the application, we have this kind of the onboarding. We will update the onboarding later. Then we have authentication. We can get the premium subscriptions, this kind of thing, current subscription. And yeah, that's basically it. And it has notification also set up and database and the remote HTTP network request. It's also there. Looks like I didn't. Wait a second. Looks like I didn't share my screen, right? Uh, I forgot to share my screen. Okay. Okay. You guys can see my screen now, I guess. Oh no. Okay. 2 minutes quickly. I will go for 2 minutes. So because I didn't share my screen, so we'll build the two applications in parallel. One app will be ArcGIS for job search platform for the architects. Basically, it will be a simple job search platform, but the style will be in Tinder style, where a user can swipe right, left to find a job for and architects. And the second job app will be Clip UGC, which is basically you can see, for example, in the video, we have like the 5 second of the AI influencer, and after that we show some mobile app demo. So it's basically that 5 seconds will just hook the uh, mm, user to the video. That's the main goal. So we will build these two applications in parallel, and for that we will use Junie AI coding agent for for like the UI or data for everything, and for boilerplate we will use KAppMaker for like a nice base structure, and after that we will post these apps to the Shipaton hackathon. I'm sorry that I forgot to share my screen, and yeah, it could be boring, and now it's more interesting. Okay, when we launch the app the first time, we have this kind of the thing, and we have like authentication, paywall screens that we will update it later, and it has database, network connection, and that kind of thing. Now we have two projects. What we will do is, in the project, we will create the Junie directory. This is basically the directory, so we can give some prompts, some guideline how the Junie work with AI. I already wrote some guidelines. I had to refine it a lot, so it knows my code style, it knows my project architecture, it knows what kind of thing to use. This guidelines is common for every project. Tech is common. Prompt, basically we will copy the prompt from here to the ChatGPT to create our documents. For example, we already create project requirement documents. So we will go to the project document RG. Yes, we will go to the project. In the project requirement document, we will just paste this one. Let's just call it RG project requirement document. Then we will need to create user flow as well. And again, we will copy this user flow. Then we'll go to the chat. Then we will say my hello, my product, my PRD. Then we will copy this product requirement document. And based on that, it will give me output in Markdown text format. And it will generate the user flow. Splash screen, yes, and the onboarding sign up login, we'll have that. Profile setup, preference setup. Okay, nice. I haven't seen that. That's good. Home, swipe, job discovery, job detail, application confirmation. Maybe application list, company profile, employer dashboard, premium people, or empty seats. Okay, that's kind of good. If we need, we can later on we can redefine it. And we'll go to the user flow. The reason we do it before starting the coding, if we make sure that we have all this kind of the prompts, this kind of documents, then Junie will work better. So it will know what to do. And we'll copy user flow. Then we will also need to create the UI UX. So this UI UX will be more like detailed how animation will go, how the micro interactions will go. So based on that, we can have like the micro dopamine hits for the user, and we will copy paste our product requirement document again. TRD. Then we will say give output in Markdown text format. It didn't give Markdown. Let's go paste again. X agent. The requirement document. We copy it. In Markdown text format. For some reason, I don't know why, when it outputs, it gives Markdown format, but as a view, not text format that I can copy paste. Sometimes no, so I will wait and I will ask again. Give it in text format. Okay. And we will go to UI UX and let's see. Primary pasts. Onboarding intro. Then okay, I can sign up. Profile creation, upload profile picture, headline, portfolio image, reference, web shop, alternative paths, user skips onboarding, okay, user focus on portfolio plans before jobs, emotional journey notes, excite, onboarding with dynamic animation, success stories. But calm confidence, profiles, I like how it gives more in detail, so later on in UI, this will be very, very useful. Okay, good. Copy paste. And in the UI UX, we copy pasted it. One last thing, no, two last thing, onboarding and paywall. We will also prepare the onboarding and paywall before even starting the application. So for now, I didn't do any coding. That's good. And that's good. But I already did the main part, which is the boilerplate and onboarding. Onboarding and product requirement document. Now this should give our onboarding screen content like line text. If we need to show illustration, it's description, so we can generate the some icons, some illustration based on that description. For example, just for testing, I will copy this illustration description. I'm not sure if you know that, but the KAppMaker has 3D icon generator. AI is 3D icon generator. We can copy paste this text and let's generate 3D icon. Must not be greater than yeah, I put some limits, right? And let's wait. I think I need to increase that limit to 100. Let's wait until it generates some icon, if it would be useful for us or not. Nice. For example, we can use this one in our application. Why not? That looks good. And okay, for now, let's copy paste onboarding content. Let's give in Markdown text format. Onboarding, no more endless searching, stop searching. Swipe, merge, create. I like it. I like it. Imagine opening your phone to find perfect fit role every day. We match you with jobs that value your creativity and skills. I like it. If I would be an architect, when I see that, I would be more impressed. Uh, in a way, actually, I'm architect, but software architect, maybe. Joyful internet. Let's see if we copy that. How will be image? I'm interested in that. Two characters. If internet collaborate in the instance, artist internet. Okay, let's see. Now we can copy paste this onboarding content and copy paste it. I actually also specified in the prompt what kind of app I'm building. I'm building Kotlin Compost platform app, and one app is architecture job search platform, and second app is Clip UGC, basically AI influencer app. This something like that. That targets the mobile app developers. So you basically put your video recording of your app, and you choose AI hook videos, and it will generate some video for you that you can share in TikTok. And by the way, in the prompt, when I generate onboarding, I also specified that the last onboarding should be about the paywall. So because I've seen a lot of posts that if you show your onboarding screen, if you show your paywall screen after the onboarding, then sometimes, not sometimes, I haven't seen like the most of the time, like that paywall happens right even before using the app in the onboarding. That's why now in my apps, I usually try to put the paywall as soon as the user sees the onboarding screen. Onboarding, and last thing, we will need paywall content. We'll go new chat, paste prompt. And this will create some kind of the paywall variations, some kind of styles, even it suggests some pricing as well. But we can define it. By the way, if you want to also get these prompts that I use, and this kind of the prompts that I use in my apps, and these guidelines for Junie that you can copy paste, you can actually download for free. I already put it in the KAppMaker website. Here you can download for free, so that's there in case you need it. Let's say give in the text format. Why it represent in Markdown? I'm not sure what I have to specify here. Give in the format. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we have all kind of the prompt documents that we will feed into Junie that can use these documents. So that's better. Paper. Copy. Right now, I am not checking what it generated. After the Junie generates some UI, then I will check if it's okay for me, if I need to change something. For now, there is no need to spend some time on details. Perfect. Now we have these documents for ArcGIS app, and we need the same thing for Clip UGC, but before starting this live stream, I already created same thing Yes, I created, but I changed it. Let me just. Okay, so I already created same document for Clip UGC as well. So it also has this document. And now let's get started. We can start from the Clip UGC, or we can start from the ArcGIS, it doesn't matter. But as I said, in one of them, in Clip UGC, I will start from the UI part, and in ArcGIS, I will go from data part. So one will be more data focused, one will be UI focused. Before starting, let me just, I will remove those because I was just testing it. Remove. Okay, so briefly, if I go through what's the structure, we have the composer model, that's shared model basically. For MVP, I don't like to build modularized projects. It just doesn't work. It's like the useless waste of the time. That's what I think. The only model I have is separate, is a design system model, which is not tied to specifically to the any project. It's basically usable some UI components, theming like the color, typography, and it also has that kind of the component gallery, and it also have Jetpack hot reload, compose hot reload, so we can see what kind of the components we have, and if we change something in one component, we can see it live. And when I use Junie, I will specify to, because for UI part, I don't want to be for data specific for now. In the Junie, I will specify it, make that component in the design system part. Later on, I will just refactor, so it's easy. So we have, for example, this kind of the already ready UI components, chips, buttons, this kind of thing, we can redefine it. And for example, let's start with for clip UGC, right? Let's start with onboarding. See what kind of the onboarding UI it will generate. We will open Junie. Where is Junie? Junie. And before starting, I could make it up to Junie as well, but I'd like to create it myself, just empty one. Demo just first times, and then it will know what kind of the rule to follow. Onboarding screen. Demo screen. Okay. Now, whatever I say here, because Junie has its own guideline here, it knows my project, it knows my domain, presentations, this kind of design system. But I will say just create demo onboarding screen based on onboarding MD document. Only create some variations as specified in onboarding using compose multi-platform. And that's all. Let's see If we need to edit something, change something, and demo onboarding screen, based on the name, I guess it will know this is the demo onboarding screen, what I mean. So if it changes this demo onboarding screen, I can easily run it in JVM because this design system model has JVM support as well. So I don't have to run Android emulator, I don't have to run iOS, so it will be speedy. Let's wait. Yesterday when I work just for testing the Junie, I created some demo UI part, and it was really good because I tried some for example ChatGPT itself or Gemini itself. When it creates a UI, it's not that good. It creates a UI, but you know, when I say, for example, use some animations, this kind of the micro interactions, Junie created it really good. Like if I would spend some time in that animations, I'm sure I would spend more time. While it works on, we can actually start ArcG also. Let's again open Junie. And for ArcG, I will start with the domain layer. But before that, let me push current changes to Git so I don't lose anything. Git commit, initial commit. Nice. Now we have the initial commit. Now we can say, so if it deletes something I don't care, it's already in Git, so I can reset whenever I want. What we want. Based on PRD and user document, create only domain layer classes models. Make sure MVP first, something like that. MVP, no need for full project. Make sure it's MVP focused first. The reason I don't write more, like the extra detailed prompts here, because in guidelines I already say it more like in detail. For example, for my domain layer, I have to specify it. Let me find it. Yes, for example, in the domain layer, I have to specify MVP first, minimalism, avoid over engineering, do not add empty use cases that only call a single repository. Because if I wouldn't say it, when Junie creates some domain classes, it would create some empty use cases, empty repositories, and it would make it very over engineered. That's very useless for the MVP project, and I have to specify it. And I can understand why it does it, because as every AI agent, it takes its source from the open source projects. And when you look at Android source projects, most open source projects, it can be like over engineered. It can be very unnecessary use cases that nobody knows why it's there. And when Junie calls it, it also does the same. That's why I have to specify it. And let's run it. Comments. One more thing. I guess I changed it, but settings, models. Yeah, right. When I work with the Junie, And default value model is a GPT-5. And when I use a GPT-5, it's not that I'm not sure if I would call it creative. It would be good word, but yeah, like the if I would say a same prompt working with a GPT-5, when it creates some UI, it would be just simple UI. But if I choose, for example, Sonnet 4, then with that model, when it creates a UI, it would be very delightful. It would be very animatable. So my suggestion would be for now, maybe a bit later, like it will improve better. When you use Junie, I would suggest changing the model to the Sonnet 4. But of course, test it, see, maybe I couldn't test it enough. Maybe I'm wrong somewhere, but I will stick to the Sonnet 4 run command. And the good thing about the Junie, when it creates, most of the time, sometimes it can happen, but most of the time, it doesn't have any errors. Even if it's not completed, it doesn't have errors, so we can run it safely. For example, let's see what kind of things did he add. It added them onboarding screen, and in main it calls the demo onboarding. That's perfect. Now when we call it JVM part, it should show. Okay, that's good, but not good. For example, for design system, I don't need unit test. For some reason, it asks it. I guess in somewhere I have to say, okay, do not do that. Because for design system, unit test doesn't make sense. Just increases some AI agent answer. While this agent works on the UI part, another agent works on the no, it created necessary models. I'm guessing it comes from my shared document file, but we will see. And it creates a domain layer. This creates a UI layer. I think I know why this agent doesn't stop. Because I ran JVM previously, the hot reload one. So this command never stops. That's why agent also doesn't stop. If I stop it, yes, I guess before the agent finish, I shouldn't run it. Or maybe there is some other ways that I could run the hot reload in another cradle, so it doesn't interfere with the current one. Perfect. Now it's finished its job, and let's see. I'm expecting to see something interesting. Let's hope. That's not, of course, the first version, but at least we will have some idea. Oh no. No. It doesn't call the demo. It actually calls demo onboarding, yes. But why do we see this part, not the onboarding screen? Let me just commit it with files. It calls demo. Yes, it didn't comment this out. That's why. Now when we run, we should see onboarding screen. Typography not provided. It missed something. Actually, there should be small variations, but for now, let me type C. Okay, now is that the onboarding? Previously, when I tested, it was better. It had nice onboarding, but that's not the onboarding screen. It's just screen. Okay. We need to let me see my previous. I see. If I give nice prompt here as well, then it will create a nice view. Okay. So except the Junie guideline itself, I also have to specify nice prompt here as well. Because when I test that, it worked. Okay. Now let me remove it. Demo on outing screen. But I would expect that it, or should I say it every time? Yeah, because I haven't specified that you have to read this prompt as well. So I have to give nice prompt here as well. Okay. For now, I will copy the same one. Basically, what I did, I copied this prompt again. And said, using the onboarding screen, design the onboarding. Maybe if in guidelines, if I would specify this as well, then it would be better. Okay, let's start again. Now this time, instead of some random thing, write random thing here, we will specify prompt first. You're expert, and Let me see this prompt, what I write here. I know what I have to do. I'll go to the ChatGPT again. Act as prompt engineer based on given prompt, modify it specifically for given prompt, given screen prompt. For example, I'll paste onboarding MD file later, something like that. So we will copy paste our UI UX designer prompt. Then I would say my example prompt here. My example document here for onboarding. And that's okay. No, that's not what I want. If I do it one time, for the next ones, it will know what I ask. So we only need to do it once. Act as prompt engineer. Next, adapt given prompt for my onboarding document. Then I will paste onboarding document here. Just onboarding. Right answer in markdown text format. No, that's not what I want. Okay. I hope Junie will understand me better. So you are an expert UI UX designer. Understand task. One more time, I will use my own. Act as modify given prompt for onboarding. I think this general instructions is enough for Junie. Must deliver the task, understand the peer review and given document. We don't need that. Apps onboarding screen structure onboarding media. Now let's see. Meanwhile, let's see if the architect domain layer is in place or not. Domain exception. Why we have domain exception? It added 5 files. Okay, we'll see. Domain. What is this application? Application is like, okay, job application. First, let's start with job. Job itself can have ID, right? Title, job title, okay. Description, short description, requirements, salary range, job type. Remove purchase required exception. Why would you remove my own exception? I have to. We can skip it. That's good. Because you wouldn't dare to remove my own exceptions. Like, that's most important exceptions that I use. It's moved into the domain exception part for some reason. I think it's because I specified something in domain. I check it, skip it. Domain model, domain exception. Yes, defines them in common domain package. In general, domain exceptions for now, I think I can remove domain exceptions part. Or I can modify it like domain let is auto flow modify user flows. Mm, domain exceptions package. It's finished its job, but looks like changed something. For example, here, what did it change? It shouldn't do domain exception. I think it's because of the something was wrong in my guideline, so that's understandable. So purchase, I will just roll back this. And then domain exception. There is some domain exception. Let's see. We don't. It even throws runtime exception for domain exception. No, remove it. Domain purchase required exception. Wait seconds. I think I rolled back. I didn't. Roll back. Update domain guideline. The good thing is that when you work with your projects, you can improve your guideline and next time it will work better. Let's see what we have. It's updated user. User has extra things like skills, work experience, education. I think all of these can go to the user data. User can have work experience, right? But because currently what I plan to do with user is just simple user that is not project specific user, but more like, hey, authenticated, has premium subscriptions, this kind of the user, not domain specific user. Let's see what's the UI here. Why you want to do git diff for some reason? Okay, let's run commands, but I have a question actually here. What if, because it did git diff, what if it's run the command of, for example, git add or git hard reset, this kind of thing? What would happen? Does it mean that I have to push all my changes to GitHub repository always and not just Git local? Looks like Git local is not enough, because if I can always revert back from the Git commit, sure thing, but if somehow it messes up with the history, it will not be that easy. So sometimes maybe I will not know. But let's see. It changed onboarding for improved with digital creative design directions. Onboarding screen. Output text. We have output text. What is that for? Why we have output text? It's removed. Interesting. We have the onboarding screen. Let's run it first, then we can see what's wrong, what's good. I guess it didn't. It did. Onboarding. Empty screen. Why empty screen? Because it's where did it create this? Oh no. It just basically, or did I did something with? It basically created and deleted later. What was it? Like we have this kind of thing. Looks like it did something with Git because it's there. Oh no, it's the previous one. That's not what I wanted. Now at that point, you can think if you did it yourself, it would be less time. But I think it's only the first time. If I can make the first time, then from the next context to understand it better. Okay, I'll start. I know what will I do. Copy paste same instructions that I used before. That's specific to the payables. Then from the payables, then I will say, okay, do it for onboarding now. I hope. I guess. Oh, I can't copy. That's what I was looking for. Or did it copy the whole text or what? You are an expert UI designer. Create the onboarding, extract the test, pricing info, use directly in the composables. Cool. Create column with multiple onboarding variations. Or onboarding variations. That's doc. You should use self-condition. You can use this single Kotlin well and onboarding. Maybe we can use JetBrains compose, private annotations, single Kotlin file in design system model. I think I need to save this prompt as well. So next time I will not spend a lot of time for that. Prompt. We can create Swift file here. Specific screen. Mix step agent or specific screen. So basically, until it generates, what will I say? That's one engineer. Improve flow, improve flow prompt. So it's not only for onboarding, but can be applied for any given document, like onboarding, changing, eval, empty, and etc. You are expert in designer, Compass Multiplatform developer, it's great fully functional. That's what I was looking for, actually. Yes. We use this and rewrite prompt again and in MD format. That was better, actually. And it should be in Markdown text format. While it's working, we can improve our. Please, yes. In the format, that's perfect. You're an expert, a UX designer, Compass Multiplatform. Read the provided empty file, extract text bin. For now, let's copy it, so maybe we'll use it. System agent. Mhm. Let's see what's the first agent did. It should create the domain layer for us. Okay. Job, experience level, salary range, salary period. What kind of job can have salary, full-time or remote, this kind of thing. Let's say make sure it's better to be there. So job can have ID, title, probably this interior designer, description, this job description, okay, short description. Do we need short description? Probably we'll need it, but it's only why related thing, like, or not. In the data layer, we also can save short description. No, we don't need short description. Model requirements. What kind of requirements it can have? It's a part of the job description, I guess. At least for the MVP, it will be part of the job description. Yes. Location. Mhm. Location. Benefits. It's part of description. Skills required. MVP, all of that is, I guess, the part of the description. ID, company. Company name, company ID, company ID name logo can be part of the company actually. Is active, expiration date, posted date, skills required. If you go to the app, let me see one thing. Okay, I will check later. Can we search with country, maybe experience level? Full-time, remote, salary range, minimum, maximum, currency, yes, salary period, yearly, monthly, daily, okay. get formatted range, it's more like by related thing. We can remove it. Experience levels. Enter elements. Okay. Job type. It can be null. Maybe it's not specified. Job type. It can be null as well. Maybe it's not specified. Skills required. Part of the description. Company ID, company name, company logo. Okay. Post date, expiration date is active, is remote. Okay, we will need it. Location. Location weights. We store the location here. Let me see one, for example, job search. For example, Indeed. Yes, based on we can. Okay, let's skip it. Location for now. Salary range, job type. Perfect. That's good. Then, what's the notification? ID is title message. New job match. Oh, notification is that kind of notification. Okay, new job found. Profile is viewed. Interview scheduled. For MVP, we only want to have the user can swap the jobs, this kind of thing. Let's go back to the first one. I guess this one is ready. UI is ready. Let's see. That's from the previous one. It's added to the all components color. I see, but that's not what I wanted. But I didn't specify it, so it's okay. It is okay. So basically, it will be part of the components. That's the one thing. If I specify, for example, one example, then it follows better. But if it's up to the some AI agent, then it's possible that will not what we want. So it's better if I would, for example, create this demo onboarding screen in where I want, then call with empty, then it could just fill it. Now we can run it. If we run it in the all component, we can search the onboarding and we can see it. I see what is the issue. Because in the last column we have this classic card onboarding. I will move this out of component. Then move this also. let's say demo for big screen is variation on make sure demo on recording variations work correctly and can choose different variations. Okay, while it works, we'll go to the previous one. Okay, for ArcG, we don't need that kind of notification because we're only interested in user see the job, swipe left, swipe right, and that's all. We will have job. The job can have salary range, experience level, this kind of thing. The company, company. Do we need that kind of the company information? Probably no. But let me think. Let's run it. In the app, I don't want user to be able to create the company profile. That's for sure. Because in the app, I will just get the jobs. But what if user comes here? User sees the company. It doesn't need the company information, that kind of thing. It only needs, okay, that's the company. That company has name, probably where it's located. For example, I know one good website for the Android jobs. You can see similar thing. For example, we have location, right? Remote. We have the location. We have the salary. We have title. The company information. It can only have some extra links. ID, name, maybe description, maybe local URL, website. Okay, industry, location, company size. This kind of thing is not interesting for us, so we can delete all of that. Company, I have ID, name, description, local URL, website. Can it be? Yes, probably yes. Industry, not interesting. Location, so we can remove it. Company project, we don't need it. Social links. User have social links. No, we don't want user have social link in the, or do we want? maybe. Company size, we don't want it. Now we can, for the job, what it would be good is for Junie if they would have some kind of sound when it finish its job. So it would be better, I think, like at least ding. Job, company name, logo, ID, or just the company. Because it has all company related information. Social links for the user. I think I will not even, for first version, I will not even allow for user to enter some information. Only searching the jobs, liking, disliking, but the company also need to see it, huh? Maybe let's delete it. Later on we can decide if we want it or not. For user, we will not get any information from user for now. Later on we can, because for now I don't think it's, for now it's only one way, not two way. Only the yes, because usually like the companies have their own job submission profile. We don't want to create some job submission thing. We only want to architects, interior designers to find the jobs easily, and they go to the application, they search jobs, and if they find it interesting, they apply it. It's not the company also downloads the app. Maybe we can do it in the future, but for definitely for the first version, we don't want company goes to the app and search for the user. That's why no one cares about the user portfolio, because no one will see it. Yes, perfect. That's why we don't need the user information. The only the jobs, that's all. So we can remove education, portfolio items, resumes, this kind of thing. In the website, it's possible, like the companies can search for the users, but for app, we don't want it. We don't want it that for now. That's why let's remove all of these things, and we can say that. Okay, now we will give it application. What's the application? Can we apply the job from the app? No, it will only have a job list where when he click the apply, he will navigate it to the third-party application link. So that's why we don't need the application as well. We only need the job, and job needs to have the company information, salary range, this kind of thing. So we can basically roll back changes for the user, and we only need the job and company. That's perfect. Let's say update domain models. What we will ask also Junie to improve our project requirement document, because we changed something. Update our project documents in a way that it's more MVP focused focused because we only want to have users to see jobs and can and not to where around where company can see user profiles as well. Also, application part is just redirecting to third party link. So we only show some job information to users and they can see jobs like, and that's all. That's all for first MVP. So it will update our project requirement document. And meanwhile, I think there was a way that I could allow these terminal commands automatically, but I don't want it. And probably I can run it because I see there is no error. Let's see. I go provide it. Let's see what kind of improvement done. It's nice. I only asked to improve project requirement document, and based on that, because of project requirement document is improved, it also improves user flow. Perfect. So that is good. Mhm. So for data layer, basically, we will only need to store jobs. And in the database, we can say if user sees this job or not. Then if the user sees this job, what we want to do with this job, just user should be able to see that job still later on. Because if we go through as Tinder example, when you swipe, and that's all, you don't see it later on. But we only want to have swipe analogy to come to the job platform. So users should be able to still see that the job. It's just it will be go to the back of the queue. But still, visual user should be able to know that okay, I've seen this job. Let's see what kind of improvement. Job external application, basic user profile, simple job matching, save jobs, basic notification. Probably I don't need notification. It also improved the MVP pricing. So that's good. Unique selling points. Architecture specific job focus. Gamified job discovery that makes job searching less overwhelming. I really want to see what kind of UI Junie would make out of that. Should I test it or should I make my own? After this onboarding, I will see it. Let's run it. Typography not blind. Probably it missed something. But you can see I've seen. So it always wrap theme. I hope it didn't update my and it must be non-negative. Basic padding negative. Minus. Padding must not be negative. X. In the user flow, what kind of improvement? Job details, external application list, employer dashboard. We don't have it. Perfect. Save jobs. Date documents. Based on product requirement and system prompt. If composable platform ready UI design system demo screen. Placeholder values. Ignore data part. Try get trade from there. Be in file in possible. See. Run comments. The reason why Junie is slow, I think it also comes with running these Gradle commands. And this build takes time. Probably in the guidelines we would say do not build, but instead just compile, but still it needs building. Let's run it. But somehow it needs some speed improvements. Okay, now this is our onboarding. If we make it like screen. I like the animations. The UI part. Okay, let's specify it. Make it like it's like a real onboarding screen. And from another part, just change variations, and it goes that onboarding screen. Otherwise, it looks ugly. Also, make sure alignments, animations, interactions are correct. Meanwhile, it works on ArcGUI part. This ArcGUI part is just for demo purpose because I already have UI for that. But still, let's see how good will it be. Okay, looks like UI for that is ready. Where is that Archie component? Very simple actually. It's very simple actually. Okay, can improve it later. Update. Okay. I feel like my Android Studio already freezes. Okay, that's nice. That is kind of nice. I mean, like it does what I asked. It's good. It's like we can see the jobs here. How can I go back? That's nice. I can't go back. Let's run it again. Okay. Notifications part. Good. We have kind of notifications. I can't go back. I have to run it every time. For basic, that's good. That is good, but obviously that's not kind of the design we want. We will say it to improve it, but let's run it one more time. Input. We already copied some guides before, right? Improve demo screen based on product farm document and user week set. Jobs are in their styles swipeable and nice animations. Mhm. Mhm. Now, while it improves it, we'll go back to that. Mm, We need something like that. Maybe if I give the pictures, you could understand it better. Now, let's see it. I never tested with For next one, I will give some image. Let's see if it can go with the image. Okay, this one is done. Let's run it. Could be improved. We could improve onboarding. Let's say why there are two of them. It's generic and specific. Right. Let's see. Hopefully we will see something nice animated. Let's run it. I run it in AVM for better. Not what I wanted, but it looks like you don't see all of my screen. Wait. Okay. Here. So basically, this is what we kind of want, something swipeable, but not that one. Can we swipe right? Oh, we can. Wow. That's good. That is good. Now, the only thing that you need to give, that's good. I like the animation, actually. But what we have, it's upgrade premium, this kind of thing, notifications, good. Let's give the image, and if it works with the image, it's amazing. Okay. Redesign with something similar to below. But obviously you can improvise. make sure some delightful animations, require interactions are there. Be creative. Otherwise,